Hello guys, and welcome back to For the Life of Me. Haha! I have successfully bamboozled you, haven't I? I was like, oh yeah, there won't be an episode of For the Life of Me today. Well, guess what? Now there is! Isn't that crazy? Okay, I have so much to go over, but this episode I want to be mainly focused on iOS 18 and everything that I've done with it. And it's gonna be a shorter. It's kind of heavy, mostly on iOS 18, but also pretty heavy on my music stuff as well, and also a tiny little bit of tech review popped in there. But the episode will be titled to where it's based off of iOS 18 and not based off of the rest of the stuff that I'm going to be saying in this episode, because music, huge developments. iOS 18 is fun, huge developments in that too, as well as I just want to review these lights that I got, which I think I talked about last episode, if I'm not incorrect. Hold on, let me see. Oh my goodness, I just went over to the transcript on Apple Podcasts, and it was like, full disclosure here, before we start this episode, there's a point where I decide to start demonstrating things, new parts from aspects where you mastered. What? So this time, I am not going to be playing stuff into my phone speakers. If I want to demonstrate something, I'll go back and edit it back in. So, hold on, what was I just thinking about? Lights. Nope. It's a good tap. Oh, flights is what I say there. No, I don't think that. But in the no episode this week that came out a little bit earlier today, there is kind of one funny thing in there that if you go into the description, it says, I completely forgot about this. It says Bandcamp has cooked. I made this at like 10 last night. Bandcamp has cooked my brain and MYT, so I did like a typo there, and I was like, I'm just gonna leave that in, and my skin, as well as my typing apparently, and everything's in lowercase. It's so freaking casual, unlike the rest of this show, which is not casual. So before we get into anything, let's go ahead and roll the music. Perfect. I'm gonna have to find a song to fit that now, aren't I? Hold on. Let's go see in my library of music which would fit that the best. I feel like I use Pulse a lot at the beginning. Maybe Vortex? Well, specifically Vortex Remastered. Yeah, definitely Vortex Remastered. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, step 1. Review the lights. Step 2, review music stuff. Step 3, get into the main part of the show, of this episode, and get into the iOS 18 stuff, and what I've done with everything relating to that. So, first of all, these lights, which I now have up around my office area, and holy crap do they light things up so much. These are Miros's... I can get the model number. Oh, where's the box? I completely forgot the model number, but I will get it to you. But I got them for $8 on Amazon. They're Amazon Smart Home Assistant, MSL 320. Oh, shut your mouth. I forgot about that. AMAZ, you guys know who it is. And Google Assistant compatible, as well as I think it's just over Wi-Fi in general, but they're really, really bright. Like, I have, for a comparison, I have my my Govee ones set on the same brightness and all that. Wait. Are my Govee ones on? I feel like my Govee ones are on 10% because I do that occasionally, and then I completely forget about it the rest of the time. But Govee's a really popular brand for light strips. But Miros's were $8 on Amazon. Why? What are we doing? I don't care, Govee. Welcome to the device control interface. Okay. Oh no, it's at 100% brightness. Yeah, it's really bright, like way brighter than the Govee ones, and also cuttable, and then connectable, which is really cool. The control panel, I like Govee's better, as you can change the color and the brightness, and even have a music mode with embedded microphone. So like when you clap, it'll go whee and like flash and all that, which is really cool. However, for accessories, Miros wins is that they have like a bunch of cable clips and just like a bunch of random stuff that you can use to put it up, and adhesive on everything. And so I have the box right here. You might even be able to hear the click. Let me see. Yeah, you definitely can, just faintly. It's not. I do like the buttons on the Govee one better, especially on the non-HomeKit or the non like Google Home and all that compatible ones. There is actually way better than on the slightly larger one. But these look great, they feel great, plus I can just say something along the lines of, Amazon, set the office lights to green.
Okay.
And now my lights are green. Well, now I need those to go back to white. But anyways, that was my quick, succinct review of those. And now that we've got that kind of out of the way, let me just do a few things for my music stuff as soon as I set these lights back to white. Hold on, I'm trying to like, oh my goodness. Where do you put it to white? Where's the white option? Amazon, set the office lights to white.
Okay.
It's the quickest way to do it. It's not white. It's still like a purplish color. Okay, never mind about the stupid lights. So, my music. Planets Remastered. I didn't announce this until a lot later than I really should have. Planets Remastered is now out. Everywhere out. Everywhere out. Okay, you get it. You really do get it. And so now you can listen to what you've been hearing in the background without my voice talking over it. Especially Earth. I would recommend Earth and Venus. And I was planning on doing a tiny little series on Instagram about little factoids about Planets Remastered, but I think I'm just gonna pull up my notes on that and do it now, because otherwise it won't be included most likely, and also some of them are kind of bad. Number 2, if you didn't hear, this is completely unrelated. One Tick Pulse is now on YouTube. You can just go into the search bar, type at One Tick Pulse, and watch it there. Anyways, here is some tiny little facts about Planets Remastered. So for Mercury, well, this is kind of obvious. I'm going to skip that one. Sorry, no Mercury fact. For Venus, the track, the one that after the the harmony, basically. Number 1, that was made by me. Number 2, I thought of that while taking out the trash. I'm cleaning up all the trash. I'm listening to the original Venus, like, oh, how can I improve this? And as I'm throwing a bag in the trash can, I'm like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if there was just a track that was like, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum-dum, dum. And then the ending was kind of weird. I was like, what do I put here? The da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum. So I just kind of messed around with that. That took a lot of changing, but I made that pretty much immediately after I'd taken out the trash. Anyways, for Earth, it had the most tracks added, with a total of 3, which is the beat, the snaps, and the bass. As well as in my original notes, I was like, oh, maybe, why? Adam, stop looking at your phone and your notes and I can't even remember what I was saying anymore. I was wanting a track that would be exclusive to the happy zone, as I call it, the one with the other beat, the which I also imitate all the time. And that was it, which is kind of funny. I was like, oh, would this work? And I was like, no, okay, I'll just have to go without it. And then the bass turned out to work so well, and the bass was also made by me. The 3rd song to do that. The beat and Time's Running Out was also made by me. Just a casual little side thing. Mars's fact is bad. The extended track in Jupiter If you're wondering, it kind of sounds out of place, doesn't it? The da 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 da. The rest of the song comes. Adam, talk well. The rest of the song sounds kind of sullen. If you're wondering why, it's because that track is in a completely different key. It's in D minor, or I don't know. I don't music, okay? I music, but I don't music, if you know what I mean. The only thing changed in Saturn was the build, and that's pretty much it. It also, Route Note also counts Saturn not as a 3-minute song. No, no, no. A 2-minute and 60-second song. Pardon me, what? Neptune. Lengthwise, it stayed the exact same. And the other funny thing I just thought of, the track, the 808 that comes in, that's Flo's 808. And I think I've said that before as well. For Pluto, that would be something I have to insert a little bit later. But, oh, I don't even know how I would do this, though. Because I put some effects on the new track in Pluto, and without it, it sounds absolutely crappy. But it sounds really cool with the effects on. But I would love to show those off, but I don't know a way I could screen record on my computer. I think that's a Windows 11 thing, which I have a laptop that runs Windows 11, but do I want to do that? I will show them at some point. I will show it at some point. So there's the music stuff. Also, Planets Remastered is out. Aspects Remastered. Aspects Remastered is definitely going to be a thing. How soon, you ask? Well, sooner than you may imagine. Let me hold on. Let me find a good date. How about October the 15th? Is that too far away? I feel like that's way too far away. October the 15th. It takes Route Note forever to approve my stuff. That's way too far away. That's way too far away. Oh my goodness. Goodness sakes. Marching band pool party, what? I need to find like an actual good date for this. September the 6th. That is 4 weeks from now. I'm gonna actually set a release date on this one rather than just being as soon as it comes out. Never mind. I thought about making you guys wait and like being cool and being an actual artist and teasing an actual date, but no, I'll just let you guys listen to it whenever it comes out. Okay, no more music, Adam. You guys don't care as much about the music. Well, you guys don't care. That's why you listen to me. You don't care. It's a time waster, ha. I feel so weird after talking like that. So here is what I have discovered about iOS 18 and just a couple of cool features. So number one, I'm on beta 5, developer beta 5, which is the most recent one being released this past Monday, I believe. Maybe a week ago? Maybe this past Monday. I can't remember. So I'm on the betas. I love the betas as it's fun to test out new features. So my dad has a public beta on his iPad, so we can do like public or like iOS 18 stuff back and forth. But so I've customized my control center. I've talked about this before as well. Customized my app gallery. And the other thing that I've done is when iOS 18 was announced and then put into beta, new AirPods firmware was released, but it's beta firmware. And I don't know if you've ever messed with AirPods and software, but it's a pain in the butt to do. So two features that were going to be added to my favorite pair of headphones I've ever used, the AirPods Pro 2. Number one is the one I was more interested in, and number two was kind of boring, so I'll share number two first. Better vocal isolation. Actually, there's a third one. I'll share that one in the middle. and then personalized spatial audio for gaming, which you have to enable it in a game or something weird like that. I don't know. But then the feature that I was most excited for was this little feature where if you had your AirPods in your ears and you wanted to send a text message, and you know who on your Apple phone smart assistant person says, hey, this is the message to this person, do you want to send it? Instead of having to say yes, you can also just now nod up and down or shake your head no. Like, what? That's such a cool feature. How come it wasn't in the AirPods Pro 2 event or like earlier? So what I've been doing this evening, which after this I'm recording One Tick Pulse, so that's kind of fun. What I've been doing this evening is I have messed with AirPods firmware. You guys can hear the weariness in my voice. It was ridiculous. But I finally got it installed. Do you know what you have to do? So, first of all, you have to enable developer mode on your iPhone by apparently just going into privacy and security and enabling it there. Well, it wasn't there, so then you have to get a software to do it, and that software is Xcode on Mac. Well, guess what? I don't have a Mac. So then I've got to go find another software to enable developer mode on iPhone so I can install beta AirPods firmware. What a pain in the butt. So I found a software, and that one didn't work. So I found another software, and that one also didn't work. So I found a third software, and that one finally worked. So I now have developer mode enabled on my phone. And then you go you click the little developer icon, you scroll all the way down apparently, and it isn't there. So I go up one, and it actually is there. AirPods testing, pre-release beta firmware. Then you have to turn it on. Acknowledge, yes, I understand that this is a beta software, and my AirPods may or may not be screwed, but if they aren't, it'll be kinda cool. I acknowledge that, I'm like, sure, agree, whatever. Okay, how do you force an update onto AirPods? Why is there no button to do it? It's so annoying. No, like, it's so convenient in settings to just go to software, or general, software update. I clicked the wrong icon, whoops. Boom, there's your update. Why can't you go into, like, when you have your AirPods paired, you go into that little menu that's there? Why can't you just click that, and then underneath, like, the name maybe like, or underneath the noise control, maybe like software update before all the customization stuff, or at the very bottom? I don't care. Put it somewhere. Software update, click that. Oh, look. There's new firmware for the AirPods. Update. Successfully updated. Why don't you just do that? It's so stupid that they don't. So what you have to do is you have to plug in your AirPods, which means I had to disconnect my newly installed light strips. Plug in your AirPods, leave them near your phone, lock your phone, don't touch your phone or your AirPods for the next 10 to 15 minutes. So I had a timer up on my iPad, which was just sitting in my lap. And I was just, I think, watching some video on my computer, and my timer goes off, which is the longest 10 minutes ever when you're like waiting for these cool new features to be installed. And the worst part is, I mean, yeah, it got installed, of course it did, but it could have been installed at any point earlier than that, and I just didn't know it. So I finally have this software installed on my AirPods. And so now I put them in my ears, it shows me the little tutorial thing, and I send a message off to Dad by nodding my head yes. And it's amazing, and I love it. And then I go and I look back and I realize how long it's actually been. Goodness sakes, it's so stupid. I am so tired. Let me tell you a little bit about our marching band stuff. So for the past 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, today, I have been out at my high school, which I'm now going into high school, guys, can you believe it? And I have been practicing marching, playing, marching and playing, drills, sets. I don't know if you guys know much about marching band, or if you've been in a marching band. I don't really know much about you guys, but it is very tiring. and it's for 7 hours. It was from 9 to 4 every single day. So first day we get there, I'm like, sweet, the entire day is just music. I'm like, sweet, that's fantastic. It got a bit tiring to play. And then Tuesday came along, and we marched setting drills on the field, which is like where you actually like march the show that you're doing. Our show is called This Information is Censored for Privacy Purposes. I will explain later. And it sounds amazing. I don't know if I can put it in my my show. Maybe I'll put it as okay, I'm gonna put the first movement of it here, and then I'll text the I'll text the group chat before I edit and be like, hey, can I put this show in my podcast? I'm sure they would appreciate the That's not a good idea. Wait, did I say the show name? I hope I didn't say the show name, because now you guys know where I go to school and all that. Okay, I'll go back. Okay, I'll go back in editing and just protect my own privacy. But yeah, Tuesday came along, we marched sets the entire day for like 5 hours straight, go down for lunch, come back up. We hauled drums there, and then back for lunch, and then back up there, and then back. For no reason at all, we never played them. Never. Not even for a cadence on the way back. Like, what? Why? Wednesday, we did the same thing. Thursday, or yesterday, we had almost no time on the field, maybe like an hour from 11 till lunch. And then today, this entire time we've been marching without our drums on. If you don't know, I haven't told you guys. I play the fourth in the bass drum line, just so you know. Or the biggest drum, which I actually play, I think, 5th bass, which is kind of cool. So big bass drum, heavy bass drum, harness or carrier, little like, it's a thing that goes over your shoulders and like on your body, presses into your body to hold the drum. And it's heavy. The carrier is not padded too well. And it's also really hot outside, like up in the 90s. So I got sunburned on first my shoulders, and then my like the rest of my collar, and all that area is still red, and it looks really ridiculous if I pull down my shirt. So you can just see like my normal like pale white, and then this dark, hateful red. And so the conditions are very tiring. So we've been marching this whole time without drums, just putting our hands up in the air where we should be in set, and it looks kind of stupid. Today we marched. I'm sorry, I gotta yawn. Today we marched with drums for 5 hours and played, and it was so tiring, but I made it out okay. I'm about to sleep so well tonight, and then we have a car wash tomorrow with the marching band, but that will be all cadences, no marching on stands. Fantastic. At 11 o'clock, I'm going to bed, and I'm not waking up till 9 o'clock. Somebody comes into my room to wake me up before 9 o'clock, even 1 second before 9 o'clock. I don't care. I will not be happy with you. But yeah, it was tiring. It was tiring, but I do have today. Oh my gosh, Adam, stop yawning. I have today, like the rest of today, and I have tomorrow before and after the car wash, especially after. After will be a long time. We have to leave. We get to leave the car wash at 2. It ends at 3, I think. Let's see what the drum line. Yeah. Only gotta stay till 2 now, gang. Yippee! And so that's cool. And then Sunday, and then Monday, of course, is an episode of One Tick Pulse, as I will be recording that right after I get done recording and editing and publishing this. But it is, wow, it's a lot of work. But I'm excited for the season. I'm excited for what we get to do. Maybe I won't say the show name, but maybe I'll put the first movement in right after I'm done talking here. Whatever song is playing now, of mine, I'm sorry. You're about to get cut off. By the way, got our new AirPods case, the ESR Orbit, which looks really, really nice. There's a lanyard. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's a very good case. I said those two in the wrong order. Dang it. Anyways, thank you guys for listening to this quite abrupt episode, isn't it? And I'll catch you in the... Why am I delaying this so much? Let me try that again. Maybe, should I try it again? Or should I just say next one, goodbye? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not ending on that. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one. Sorry for annoying you once again, but I just learned that the version of the show that I will be putting right here is actually not just the first movement. It is actually the full show. So if you would like to hear that, that is something that will be happening, and it is 7 minutes and 44 seconds long. So if you're wondering, what is this doing here? This is the full show that we're going to be playing, which I've censored in previous editing. So anyways, enjoy.